Hello, good day. I'm Athena, and welcome to a day in the life of a positive workplaces intern. I'm currently a training and development intern for a startup called Positive Workplaces, an organization that aims to co create cultures that enhance the well being of the Filipino workforce. So, without further ado, let's get right to it. I usually wake up early, around 5 a.m. on most days, and 5:30 a.m. on days when I'm kind of tired, like today. I know it's not good, but I spend around 30 minutes or so on my phone in the morning, scrolling through my social media and replying to messages, just trying to wake myself up. When I'm awake enough, I get up and get my laptop. Then I go back to bed and I start writing. So this is one of the reasons why I like waking up early. Aside from being a morning person, I really try to set aside time for my hobbies because I feel bad when I don't get to work on my hobbies on a regular basis. So yeah, I wake up early to write and to read. I just started reading A Wrinkle in Time. I make it a goal to read at least 10 pages each day. Though I usually go more than that if I'm really hooked on the story. I sometimes eat breakfast while I'm reading, but lately I've been wanting to give intermittent fasting a try. So for today, I didn't eat while reading. Afterwards, I make my bed. Then here comes one of the toughest parts of my day, exercise. I usually spend 20 minutes to 30 minutes or so exercising in the morning and around the same amount of time just gathering the motivation and energy to exercise. So if you look at my calendar, I actually allot an hour and a half or an hour to exercising to account for my lazing around before the actual exercise, plus the showering afterwards. So yeah, after exercising, I shower, I brush my teeth, then I'm ready to get down to business. So by the time I finish showering, it's already around 8:30 or 9 o'clock in the morning on average. First thing I do is I go check my Google Calendar because my Google Calendar, I schedule almost everything in my day, from my morning routine to the tasks I have to do for the day and all, like the specific times. It might be a bit overboard, I guess, or it can look a little overwhelming at first, but it really helps me function better. Although, if I'm being honest, I usually end up having to change my schedule at least once throughout the day because I end up spending a bit too much time on a certain task. But it's okay. So for today, I just have one class and one internship meeting, which is a prototyping session where we review content we've created. So as you can see, aside from the meeting, I don't really have any internship tasks for the day because I've already worked on my deliverables in the past. So in positive workplaces, there isn't really a set time for when you have to work. Like you don't have work from a set number of hours. So yeah, the amount of work I do for the organization usually differs depending on the day and the workload I have. So if you look at my schedule the past week, I spent most of Monday afternoon working on a presentation for my internship. And scattered throughout the week sporadically were sessions dedicated to creating the script and planning for the video you're watching right now. Since I'm finished with everything I need for the week, I don't have a lot of internship work to do for the day. So now, I'm just doing readings for my class. And juggling academics and an internship and family and friends and hobbies and just everything, I find that it really helps to have a system for yourself. It differs from everyone, from person to person, but for me, it's using both Google Calendar and a bullet journal. So my calendar is for the specific schedule, like the specific times I'm going to work on certain tasks. While my bullet journal is more of just physically listing down things I need to get done for the day. Because I need to physically write stuff down because I feel this sense of accomplishment when I get to cross tasks out on the list. Like, there's just something about drawing a line through the task that makes me feel accomplished. So yeah, I really need to write stuff down. And it also gives me boosts of inspiration because I decorate my bullet journal. Like I decorate each monthly spread or monthly page with photos of the K-pop groups I stan. And for June, it's DK from 17, who's my ult. Now I finished my readings and it's now time for class, so just in time. So usually after synchronous classes, I need around half an hour to recover. So I usually lie on my bed, then I read or scroll through social media during this time. I can't believe how I used to have a day full of classes before without any breaks, but now I need an amount of time after each class just to recover so that I can function well throughout the rest of the day. Today, though, my class finished quite late, so my recovery period happened after I'd already eaten lunch because usually it happens right after class and before lunch. After resting a bit, it's now 1 p.m. and it's time for my meeting. For the meeting today, we're going over the slides we made for an event next week. So, as part of the training and development department, we're in charge of creating content for webinars or training courses, which also extends to making presentations, which is what we'll be going over today. So after the meeting, I took another break because, like I said, I need time to recover. So usually after meetings or synchronous classes, I really take a few minutes, around 10 to 15 minutes, just to rest and scroll on my phone and just recover. But also, I rested because another work event suddenly came up during that day, so I had to mentally prepare for it. Then after resting for a bit, I started working on the revisions brought up during the earlier meeting. So I was making changes to the slides and all that. And I knew that I'd have to make some changes after the meeting. So I already allotted an hour to it, like in my calendar, even before the meeting happened. I already set aside time, like, okay, I know I'm probably gonna have to do revisions, so I'll set aside this hour for me to do any revisions. So I just finished the last work meeting for the day. Okay. For that meeting, we just talked a bit about the interview we just conducted. So we had to interview someone and I was tasked with taking down notes, like typing whatever the interviewee said. I still have some time before dinner and I also have some stuff to work on. So right now, I'm just working on my school requirement that's due later this night. Finished dinner and bonding with my family over some dessert. So I didn't film that because it's my first time vlogging and I was shy to do that in front of them. So now it's nighttime and I've just finished brushing my teeth and flossing. I usually spend the rest of my evening working on my art. So currently, I'm working on a drawing of DK or Dokyung from the K-pop group 17. He's one of my ults, maybe even my top ult, as you can probably tell given my phone lock screen, phone wallpaper, my desk arrangement. So yes. So I've been making a lot of fan art or artwork of him. I usually draw until around 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m., which is when my energy dips and I start to get sleepy. So after I stop drawing, I set aside my materials and then that's when I go over my schedule for the next day. So I adjust anything that needs to be adjusted or moved. I add events, tasks that I need to work on. And it's also when I write down the tasks or events in my bullet journal for the next day because I prefer starting the day with an idea already of what to do. After that, I make my bed to get ready for sleeping. Get ready for the night. So I then turn off the lights and I get in bed. Then I scroll through my phone a bit before I usually fall asleep. And I usually end up sleeping around 10 p.m., which is why I'm also able to wake up early. It's because I sleep early. So yeah, that's my day. Thank you for watching the video and for coming along with me as I show you what I do in the day. Bye!